assembling or building your own AR-15. Now there's a couple of reasons why you want to build your own AR-15 instead of buying it at a store. One reason is to save a lot of money, and the other is that you can get exactly what you want. But how are you going to build your own AR-15? There's different ways you can do it. You can buy an 80% receiver, at least for now, until the government makes it illegal. You can buy an 80% receiver, then you have to do a lot of machining. Or you can just buy a completed receiver and then build your gun up from there. Now there's two ways, like I said, that you could build your own AR-15. You can build them all in one thing. You can buy all the stuff to build your gun and then just build it in one day. Or you can do it in the easy installment plan, where you just buy just the parts you need to finish one part of the gun. And it takes longer for you to do that, but sometimes you can get a gun that's even cheaper because you take advantage of all the sales. Well, the first gun that I built is this guy right here. I already made a video of this, but this is the first one I built. In 2016, I bought an Anderson lower receiver at my local Rural King, and it cost me, they charged $57 for it, but with tax and the $7 background check, it cost about $70. So I immediately started looking for what they call a complete rifle kit. Now, a complete rifle kit for an AR-15 is every part you need to build the rifle or pistol, except for the stripped lower receiver that you buy at an FFL dealer, or if you're into making your own receiver, you could get an 80%, or at least till now. So I went and looked around for the best deal on a complete rifle kit, and I found a place on the internet called CDNN. CDNN is a place I think that's based in California, and they were selling a complete rifle kit that had just about what I wanted for $399.95, $400. And this was what I got here, and here's the gun after I completed it. Now, when they shipped it to me, they shipped it in a box, and in the box was this assault case, and inside the assault case was the kit. And so that's how it came to me. And this is after it's all assembled, and I've had it since 2016, and it's been a good rifle. And when it came to me, this upper here was fully assembled and tested. So I didn't have to do anything to assemble this upper here. All I had to do was assemble this whole lower here. Like I said, this is an Anderson receiver. And so this kit came along with the completed upper and the parts kit for the lower, the stock kit that included the buffer tube and buffer assembly. It also included a bolt carrier assembly, a Toolcraft bolt carrier assembly, and a charging handle, so that it had everything you needed except for either optics or sights. So that's the only thing I needed once I put this gun together, was optics or sights. So my receiver was $70. The upper was $400 plus $10 to ship it. So it cost me $410. So that, $410. So that's $480 right there, excluding this scope cost me $40 at Amazon. So we're talking about $520 for this whole rifle here. Now, what I liked about the CDNN complete rifle kit is they included the assault case, and also one 30-round magazine. So like I said, all you needed was an optic or a sight. Now, the nice thing about buying this rifle kit in one chunk was that the rifle kit cost me $400. If I would have bought the rifle kit in Florida, where I live, I would have had to pay $26 in state sales tax. But CDNN, they only charged me $10 to ship this. So this whole this whole kit was $410. So I actually saved $16 by buying this rifle kit out of state. So you save even more if you buy it all at one time. But the problem is that a lot of people, they don't have that kind of chunk of change. They may not have $400 at one time, or they may want to take their time putting their rifle together. So what I did is I ended up building a second AR-15. And this is this guy over here. What I did with this one is I went the easy installments route. Here's this guy. This has got the same scope. I like this scope, okay? It was a good deal. I originally bought this, the Bear receiver from the Rural King again. This is this is an Anderson receiver. And the price had gone down to $49.95, so it was like $62 after the tax and the $7 transfer fee. So I had the receiver laying around for a couple of, well, like, for like almost a year. I had bought this early in 2017. And all of a sudden it's coming around Thanksgiving, and I see an advertisement for a place called Classic Firearms. And they had a complete assembled upper, this guy right here, a complete assembled upper from a place called Bear Creek Arsenal. And they were selling it for $150. And that was $150 delivered. And I think, whoa, that was a good deal. So I set away for it. And so I got this upper for $150. I didn't pay any sales tax, no shipping. So I made out pretty good on that, because I think sales tax on $150 is about $9.75. So I actually saved on this. So here I got the completed upper, and I have a strip lower. So I went to my other place that I really liked. I went to CDNN, and I ended up buying a parts kit for this lower with this nice improved pistol grip. I bought the a lower parts kit for $50 and the stock kit with the buffer tube for $37. And so once I did that, I had all the parts I needed for the bottom here. And when you figured the shipping, it turned out to be about even if I would have bought it in the United States. So I didn't lose any money there either, even with the shipping. The only thing I needed now, since I had all the parts for the lower, I had the completed upper, I needed a bolt carrier assembly and a charging handle. And a place called Palmetto State Armory, just before Christmas, they had a deal on their deluxe bolt carrier assembly, and that included a charging handle. And they charged, and it was $90 free shipping. So I saved more on that. And here's the interesting thing, is the most I spent at one time on this gun was $150 for this upper. Now, for you people you can't spend a lot of money at one time, $150 is a lot less than having to spend $400 or $700 on a factory-made gun. So you can. And another thing is that sometimes, like my wife, when I buy something, she knows about it right away because she gets it in our email account and on her smartphone. So when I bought this upper, my wife came up to me and says, "Did you buy something for $150? And I said, yes. And she said, okay. Now that was $150. If I would have bought something that was $700, then my wife would have said, "Did you buy something for $700? And I said, yes. Why? It would have been a lot worse. So you might be able to sneak by on building one of these guns in installments rather than in all at one point. So that's one of the reasons why you'd want to build one of these things in installments instead of all at one time. Now, I've had this gun working since Christmas of 2017. Now, I had actually bought another receiver, and this is the third build. I'm working on this one right now. And I bought the lower again. This is an Anderson. I just can't resist the price on these Anderson lowers, and all three of these have turned out really great. I've got about $150 in this whole lower assembly here so far. I paid about $70 for this upper, including the ejection port cover and the bolt assist here. And I bought this at a separate place because I like this stock on this because it's got the quick disconnect points for the sling. So what I'm going to do with this one is eventually I'm going to buy a 300 blackout barrel, and I'm going to build this thing up as a 300 blackout rifle. But first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this lower on one of these uppers to test to make sure this lower is working good. But that's how you can build yourself your own gun, your own AR-15. You can do it slow, or you can do it fast. Or you can buy a factory-made one if you want. But I like to build them myself because I can get exactly what I want, and I can usually get it cheaper, and I can keep the wife from making my life miserable for the rest of my life, or at least a month. So that's all I have to say for now, and thank the wife for videotaping this without yelling at me. Thank you.